Let's get weird. Let's get crazy. Let's get physical. Let's do it, baby. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. What is this, a Wednesday stream? What's going on here? We don't stream on Wednesdays. A Wednesday stream? What's going on out there? Whew! Listen, desperate times call for desperate streams. The NFL, their hair is on fire right now. It's on fire. Cuts are happening everywhere. Restructures. Resignings. All to appease the cap gods. The cap gods who have set their price at $182.5 million. And so teams are racing around the clock saying, how in God's name do we get to zero? How do we get below the cap? Now, my good friend Ken Ingalls tells me that things will be back to normal cap-wise in 2024. So, a lot of signings you might see might be 3-year deals. One thing done, I miss John Brown already. Good luck to you, Smoke. Maybe the Packers will pick him up. Maybe. But ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight. We're here tonight to break it all down. All the cuts, the comp picks, the re-signings. We're here. Let's do it. Crossy Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to another episode of Podcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. Free agency nightmare has begun. Grassy. Woo, we streaming. We streaming on a Wednesday, baby. The nerd with a 409. Hey, Tom. Not sure if you saw a message. Wondering if you want my PS5. Wanted to give away on accident. I'm an Xbox guy. Nerd, I actually responded to your DM on the Twitters a couple days ago. Very much appreciated. I just don't need one right now. Sell it, make some money, buy yourself something nice. But thank you, buddy. Very much appreciated. Nike are done. I think Packers pick up a wide receiver in free agency. I don't unless they get in those bargain bin deals. Boto! Long time no see, my friend, with a 99. What up, dude? What's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a spell. It's been a spell. Hope everything is good. Oh, folks. Your Pro Cini's team is in cap hell. Oh, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of cap hell. Oh, Zaire Bayer, is that tonight? There you go. There you go. Folks, there's so much to break down right now. There's so much to break down. It's just, it's crazy. A lot of teams in cap hell right now are in cap trouble. So tonight, what I figured we'd do is we kind of go through each team, sees the major cuts or re-signings that they got, take a look at some updated cap space, and see where they're at now. And I think that's the right thing to do. I think that is the right thing to do. I'm just checking to make sure. All right, it looks like this is updated. Everything is accurate. And so, we're going to do it. What's going on, Ray? Where do you think Chris Carson is going? Ooh, that's a great question. Chris Carson. Whew. MVS is, no, he's still got one more year left. James and I, Packers trade up for Devontae Smith. Doubtful. I doubt it. I truly don't doubt it. Yes, Packers are currently, it's like 9.4, 9.6 million. The number I got here, $9.679 million over the cap. Meaning that they have a week from today to get back to zero, or like locusts and plagues and things will attack their house. Giggity! We're done. I don't think Goody's going to keep Preston. Now, here's the thing about Preston Smith. That's an interesting, because talking to Ken Ingalls, he thought that they weren't going to keep him either. The thing is, they had an opportunity to release him already with guys like Kirksey, right? Rick Wagner, and they didn't. So I'm actually kind of intrigued. They might wind up restructuring him. Don and Jeff, what's going on? New YouTube members. They might wind up restructuring him. Maybe they restructure Z, and maybe they restructure Aaron Rodgers. Ice Red Tour, whenever Willie is on offer. What? Steelers are in yell? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Matthew, it's always great. It's always great seeing Aaron Nagler. Yeah, I was home today, so it was great. So, yeah, let's start off with that. Let's talk about that. Preston Smith, didn't have the most amazing season last year. But I think still effective. However, people are starting to say, hey, we got Rashawn Gary. Maybe he could take his place. I think that makes a lot of sense. However, Rashawn Gary is going to be going from a rotational position in which he's like only playing every now and then to then going full time. But that being said, I mean, he was the 12th overall pick. I feel like after 2 seasons, right? 3rd season, you throw him into the fire and see what happens. I mean, that's kind of, I'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. Jay's with it to her. Johnny Smith or Chris Carson of Buffalo. Ooh, Chris Carson of Buffalo would be interesting. It would definitely be interesting. Luke, we're got Allen Robinson got tagged. Now, here's the thing. He might get tagged, and then he might get traded. Because what is it for a wide receiver? It's like $18 million. It's some crazy number like that. I'm pretty sure it's 18 mil that they're going to have to pay Allen Robinson. And Allen Robinson doesn't seem like he is happy in Chicago. Also, they also have no idea who the heck their quarterback is going to be. So that's kind of a problem as well. So I wouldn't be, unless Russell Wilson comes on over from Seattle, but then that's gonna hurt the cap. That's gonna hurt the cap a whole lot. So I'm not sure if they're gonna be they're gonna be doing that, but we'll see. We will definitely see. Carter at 49. Sorry for Aaron Jones. I lost Galladay. Know how it feels. By the way, why wasn't that Carl fan using 2021 Patriots fan reaction video? Well, Carl's dead. But I did play a little homage to Carl. At the very end, his music did play once again. And yeah, let's talk about that. Kenny Galladay. Lions fans, how are we feeling about it? Obviously, missed a lot of last season due to injury. But before that, I had him ranked as one of the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL. Guy was amazing with contested catches. Yikes. I mean, that's the thing, though. Marvin Jones is also scheduled to be a free agent as well, if I'm not mistaken. Who are they going to throw the ball to? TJ Hawkinson, and that's it? Oh, man. Jared Goff behind that offensive line and no wide receivers. That's going to be tough. So then you look at the Lions and you go, okay, who do you draft? Do you draft for a wide receiver? Do you draft a linebacker? Do you draft and help out the secondary even more because your secondary is not great? I mean, that's tough. That's tough. Carson says that we're rebuilding. That makes sense. Yep, 19 mil a year. Yeah, he's going to get paid somewhere. He's definitely going to get paid somewhere. Now, here's the thing. For people asking about the Green Bay Packers and potentially going to get a wide receiver in free agency, here's what I'm going to say about that. There are a lot of wide receiver free agents right now. And so, because of that, and because of the cap limitations for a lot of teams, you might see the Packers be able to get a John Brown and potentially pick up somebody for pretty cheap. But again, it all depends on what the hell they do with the cap. It depends on what they do with restructuring. There is some wiggle room with contracts. So there's definitely ways they can get it done. Rex with a fire. Cleveland had about 25 mil in cap space. They're going to steal a few on free agents. Yep. Roommates are willing to send up to 15 mil on a defensive end. I mean, they were in the running for J.J. Watt. Wasn't it the rumor that they were actually the ones who offered him the most, right? Or got like real close to it? I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe getting that guy Hassan from Arizona. That'd be a good move. And I think he's only like 26. And 12 and a half sacks last season? Carter Don, Lions might draft a wide receiver second, third round. I can see it. I can see that too. Austin with a 10 Lions just signed Tyrell Williams. Yes, they did. Now, coming off a major injury, what kind of Tyrell Williams are they getting? Jonathan Fire, no circumstance Russell Wilson getting traded to the Bears. I don't think so either. But crazier things have happened. I think that story got blown up a little bit. I don't see him going to the Bears either. But Alex and I, how many Patriots are the Lions signing this time? Well, there's no more Matt Patricia, so wherever Matt Patricia goes, then he's going to be doing that. Eagles going in a rebuild mode. I think they're going into a soft reboot. All right, so let's take a gander here. Let's take a look at what we got in terms of cap space right now. All right, I probably should share the screen. Probably would make life easier. Do I have it already set up? No. All right, I don't have it set up, so never mind. All right, so taking a gander here. OBJ to the Patriots, doubtful. It didn't crash, I just had to do things. Sports with a Fire, thoughts on Von Miller being asked to restructure what Denver should do with the 9th overall pick, OL, MLB, or CB? I think they go corner, easy, with their top 10 pick. And with Miller, I'm not terribly surprised. I think he will restructure, though. I think he will. Look with Fire, don't care about losing Aaron Jones. Losing Corey Linsley scares me, though. I agree. I do agree with that, 100%. I do agree. Corey Linsley, if I had to choose between signing one of them, it would be, or re-signing, I should say, I would choose Corey Linsley over Aaron Jones, and I love me some Aaron Jones. I do. And I got to pray that A.J. Dillon works out. All right, so right now, in terms of cap space, the Jacksonville Jaguars are leading the way with $73 million in cap space. So they got some moves here. You know, now, what's interesting about the Jaguars is they can, like, make that decision. Do they go, like, balls to the wall, all in free agency? You know, they're obviously going to draft guys like Trevor Lawrence. Do they just get, like, a crap ton of weapons? Because what they have Shark, they have Robinson as their running back who had a nice little breakout last year. That defense is still nothing like it used to be. You know, do they just go balls to the wall? Or do they do a slow rebuild, get, like, 1 or 2 vets from free agency? That's a big question. They have a chance at a full-blown rebuild here. You know, if they do it the right way, it might look good. Night with a Fire, coming from a Cardinals fan. No one should want Hassan. 3+ years, 1 good years with Jones injured. 5 of his sacks came against the Giants. There you go. Cardinals fan chiming in. Great perspective. Noah would have done that. What are the Eagles doing free agency and the draft? Well, if we look at the Eagles right now, they are $26 million over the cap. So, I don't know what they're going to do in free agency. Because they're paying $32 million because they had dead cap because of Carson Wentz. So I don't think that they're gonna be doing anything in free agency. I think they need a wide receiver likely in the draft. But yeah, that's gonna be tough. One fade says do a slow rebuild if you're the Jaguars. I kind of do agree with that. You know, have Trevor Lawrence develop and don't get him killed. That's it. Don't be the Bengals and let that happen. Jets are number 2 in cap space with $69 million. Nice. They got $69 million, so they got a lot to play with. The Jets are one of those teams, too, that Aaron Jones is apparently rumored to go to, which makes a lot of sense, considering you got a brand new head coach who happens to like to run the ball a lot. Kind of makes sense. Monster of the Midway with a 5. St. Brown is underrated. Should anyone trade for him? I doubt it. You know, maybe if he has one good year, like if this year is a breakout, then maybe. But Blaze would die. Hey, what's going on? Elliot being a Steelers fan, also have to keep saying Steelers over again. Nice. All right, so that's the Jets there. They have a lot of options. Now, here's a guy, Chris Collinsworth. Now, here's where no one's gonna like this at all, unless Proud Patriot is in the chat. A team that I think is slowly under the radar that a lot of people have written off because of last season is the New England Patriots. And I know that people are like, wait, what? Please God, no. They're back. And here's the thing. I feel like the Patriots are in a position that could be pretty darn good. Now, hear me out. 1, Carl's music. That's it, baby. Now, here's the reason. 1, their defense was decimated by opt-outs last season because of COVID. They're getting a lot of those guys back. That is most definitely going to help. In addition, they have the 3rd most cap space in the NFL at $68.5 million. Now, obviously, they're making some trades and beefing up that offensive line. Don't have a ton of receivers to throw to right now. I did see that N'Keal Harry, apparently teams have been reaching out with interest about N'Keal Harry, who they drafted a little bit ago. You know, you have Julian Edelman, all reliable. But they have a chance, too, to do like a rebuild, but that defense is going to be better this year. That offensive line is doing pretty darn good, and it's looking pretty darn good. So, depending on what they do under center, who they get at quarterback, and some big free agency signings, they got a lot of room to play with. So, I'm saying, watch out for the Patriots. You know, the Bills, they're competitive, obviously. You know, make it to the AFC Championship game. Dolphins, who knows what happens with Tua, but they're looking on the up and up. Their defense should still be pretty good, right? The Jets are going to be the Jets. No one cares about them. But I'm saying, watch out for the Patriots. Watch out for the Patriots. Ice with a tenor. Does anyone really respect the Bucks? Tanked for like 2 decades straight for high draft picks, signed Brady a bunch of future Hall of Fame veterans and Fournette on minimums, and bribed their way to the NFC Championship game. I mean, Buccaneers fans are probably happy. They're probably happy about it. They don't care how they got it. At the end of the day, they got their ring. Caleb went a tour. Stephon Gilmore of the Packers. Perna mentioned it. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but at the same time, it all depends on what we do with our current players and their contracts. We have room to play around, but how we, like, again, the big thing and what it's going to come down to, and this is what I was talking to Ken about, is what are they going to do with Aaron Rodgers? With Aaron Rodgers, they can clear a lot of cap space. However, that means that the Packers are kind of going all in and committing more to Aaron Rodgers, which I know he just won the MVP, but, and this is a big but, there is Jordan Love. You know, it's tough. Me personally, you stick with Aaron Rodgers until he can't play no more. That's what I do. You keep Jordan Love on a short contract. You know, the problem is the timing, right? Jordan Love's, if they renew his, they take his 5th-year option, which is fully guaranteed, they may only have seen him play for like a year. That's tough. Viewer with a $50 donation. The salary cap is cruel and merciless overlord. Runs the league, not Goodell or even Jerry Jones. Go, Pack, go. You ain't wrong, buddy. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Supsa, what are our thoughts on Emmanuel Sanders' destination? Well, I heard he doesn't like the cold. I heard he doesn't like the cold, so I don't see him coming to Green Bay. I don't really know where the market's going to be for him. I don't think he's going to be a highly sought-after wide receiver, to be completely honest. I think he's going to be one of those late signings, and he's probably going to sign a really, really cheap deal. So, not sure what exact team, though. One faded with a 999. Saying, Buffalo, sure the NFL had to do a slow rebuild. Let McDermott build a solid defense that allowed him to compete and get free agents to come here. Jags, did you have their offense thoughts? 100% agree. 100%. And on top of that, the Jets are in a position to do that too. They have a crap ton of cap space. They have a new regime. Just get it done now. Now you just get it done. Bono at a 99. Contracts and comedy is all about one thing. Timing. 100%, buddy. 100%. So then you had the Patriots at number 3. Then you drop down about $20 million. You got the Indianapolis Colts at $46.6 million in cap space. They have a bunch of room to play with. Now, obviously, they just got Carson Wentz. They're probably going to lose guys like T.Y. Hilton. But, you know, they can play around. Great offensive line. I think you can see some big wide receivers potentially go there. Ice with it to her. Read my name in full. Ha ha ha. Nice try, heathen. Thanks for the donation, though. Then right beneath that, you have the Bengals, right? I would say one of the favorites or a favorite to get a guy like Corey Linsley, right? In that they need to beef up that offensive line. I imagine they're going to pick, you know, their first pick in the draft is also going to be offensive line to protect Joe Burrow. But their defense is also hot diddly garbage. So I don't think that's going to go well. I don't see that happening. Michael at a 299, do you think the Rams will sign anyone? Well, the Rams are actually right now in more cap hell because the Saints have been making so many moves and restructuring guys and releasing guys. They're actually in cap hell more than the Saints right now. They're last in the league with $33 million over the cap. So they are actually in more trouble than the Saints. So I wouldn't worry about them signing anybody. I would more be concerned with, you know, just getting back to zero. That's what I think. That'd be my opinion. Carmelo on a tour. What do you think of Matt Milano as a Packer? Buffalo Bills guy, linebacker. He's a young guy. What was his stats like? Had a pick last year, 45 combined, had 101 in 2019. Again, it's so... this would be the time. Like, I would love to be making videos left and right, going like, oh, here's who the guys should go... Here's the guys that the Packers should target in free agency. But, like, I can't. Like, I totally can't right now. Not in good faith, because right now, we can't be looking at anybody, because we're over the cap. But, I mean, I wouldn't hate that. One Faded would not like that, but I wouldn't hate it. I definitely would not hate it. All right, so beneath the Bengals, you have the Washington football team with $38 million in cap. Then you got the Dolphins with 33, Broncos 32. So let's kind of scroll down a little bit. Lions are finally not in cap hell. They have $723,000. Cowboys are not with $629,000. Here are the teams that are currently over the cap. The Buccaneers with $6.1 million. The Packers with $9.67 million. Then you get some big jumps here. The Atlanta Falcons are $22 million over the cap. You have the Bears, who are $17.5 million over the cap. The Chiefs are $20 million over the cap. Eagles are 26, Saints are 31, and the Rams are 33. So, with any of those teams, they're going to have to make some money moves. They're definitely going to have to make some cuts. If you've been paying any attention to the Saints, we've been alluding to that all offseason. They are cutting people left and right. They have to wait for Drew Brees to retire because it's going to essentially, make it easier on the cap. But I'm pretty sure he's not able to do it until like June, so he's still going to be on the books, so that doesn't really help right this second. Yeah, Falcons are in trouble right now. Ice on a tour. Love you, man. I appreciate the attempt. D. Kelly to try and Malcolm Butler better than King if he's willing to accept a cheap contract. Like, that's with everybody. That is with everybody right now. If they accept a cheap contract, and the Packers still have to make moves to get to zero. Con Man win a tenner. This is a practice sheet for next Wednesday when you'll be drinking your sorrows away when Jones, Lindsley, and a bunch of other Packers play inside elsewhere. Yes, it will. I hope those signings don't happen while I'm at school. I'm going to be really upset. It happens every year. Rex with a fire. Bengals not taking Carl Lawson is a mistake. Fourth in QB pressure. Allegedly talks died. He'll be a free agent. Mike Brown also won't be spending this year. Yeah, that does seem not so great. It doesn't. I don't disagree with that at all. The Bills right now, $19 million under the cap, so they're good. So they have 19.5 to play with, so they can bring in a guy or two. So that'll be interesting. So in addition, besides taking a look at looking at cap space, comp picks were awarded today. You had the Patriots, here they come again, getting awarded the top pick with the number 96th overall pick. So that's going to be a round 3 pick. So in the teams that got third rounders, Patriots, Chargers, Saints, Cowboys, Titans, Rams, 49ers, Rams again, Ravens, and Saints. So they got a bunch of round 3s. That's pretty damn good. Round 4, you got the Cowboys, Patriots, Steelers, Rams, Packers, Vikings, and Chiefs. So the Packers were able to get one there. Not too bad. Round 5, Packers, Cowboys, Falcons, 49ers, Chiefs, Falcons, and Ravens. And then round 6 is a bunch. The Buccaneers, Saints, Falcons, Packers, Bears, Panthers, Vikings, 2 Eagles, Panthers, Cowboys, Bears. So Packers, of course, they wound up getting 3. So they got it because of Blake Martinez. They got a 4th rounder. Brian Bulaga, Iowa, awarded them a 5th rounder. And then Kyler Fackrell gave them a 6th rounder. So they have some more to play with for Goody to potentially trade up with. Brett went a tour. Sanders back to San Francisco. I don't think so. Ray on a tour. Golden Tate traded to hell, yes or no? Right to hell. Jeff for 309. Falcons getting Aaron Jones. They have some cap issues, so they got to make some cuts first, too, or restructures. Mr. GTA on a tour. Maybe the Packers' record will be next season. Dude, they got... let's pretend they're not playing 17 games. They got a tough-ass schedule. I'd be happy with 10-6, 11-5. That's going to be a tough-ass schedule. When the actual... Not just the opponents, when the actual schedule comes out, we'll break it down. Now, to take a gander at some of the moves that were done today. D. Kelly, what do you teach at school? Favre the Trader? Yes. Civics, so government, and so politics and economics and Global 9 this year. All right, so taking a look at some of the big moves. We got Matthew to fire. Says, how Packers get an upgrade over Kevin King? Draft what round? I am all for drafting a corner in the first round. I'm all about that. I am all about that. Someone was messaging me the other day, like, Tom, who do you think we're going to get in like free agency or something? And I was like, honestly, we need a corner. And they're like, why do we need a corner? Well, Kevin King's walking away, right? We have Jair, who's great. But on top of that, Josh Jackson hasn't developed. Who knows what's going on with him? Chandon Sullivan got picked on a whole lot in the NFC Championship game. Not really so good. Kadar Holman doesn't really see the field too much. There's no depth. There's no depth at all. So that's why I said corner is like the top priority heading into the draft. This is what a 4399. Alex Smith to Philly to help Hurts. I wouldn't hate it, but he wouldn't be a starter, and I think he wants to go be a starter somewhere. So I hope he gets a chance to be. I really hope he does. So Don and Jeff, they figure it out. They figure it out. Oh, Fitzmagic, you know. Jacob 49 working on NFL writing internship. Got the chance to interview Jerry Jeudy. Nice. Thought he could be up similar to Ridley. Thoughts? Yeah, I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be very good in this league. I think he's gonna be very, very good. It all depends on the quarterback who's throwing him the ball, though. Then K9 with a fire. I don't get the media exception with us getting OBJ like they have seen our cap, getting guys like Jones or Lindsay on our team. Yeah, that's when you find out who understands what the cap is and who doesn't. You find that out very quickly during this time period. And listen, I am not a cap expert in any way, shape, or form, but I know how it works and know where the Packers are. And right now, the Packers are not in a great place. We cannot sign anybody right now, people. Nobody. Abby99, hey Tom, how are you? And thoughts on the Panthers? We got 1,300 people in here. We got to crack open a beer, too. I'm doing all right. Today was a good day. Panthers right now, 24 mil. Doing pretty well. So they got 24 mil to play with. They just restructured CMC's contract, so that gives them a little bit more wiggle room. I think that they're probably going to draft a QB, and they're kind of going into a slow rebuild mode as well. Though I will say the Panthers might be my sleeper team this year, depending on what they do at quarterback, because they, obviously they didn't make the playoffs last year, but they were competitive in a lot of games against good teams too. You look at their game against the Chiefs, you look at their game against the Packers. I think that they could do pretty well. I think that they could do pretty well. They are missing some pieces, but I think that the Panthers could be one of those teams that, in the South where the Saints are most likely not going to be the top dog anymore. I think the Saints are going to be in, big trouble. The Buccaneers are going to be the Buccaneers. They'll probably still be pretty good. The Falcons, who the hell knows what's going on with that, right? Yeah, Bodo, if CMC is healthy, watch out. I think that I wouldn't be crazily surprised if they are in, second place in the South. Michael 29, what do you think about the Seahawks? Well, Seahawks got about 18 mil to spend. They got to make their quarterback happy. They got to fix that offensive line. That's what it's going to come down to. Losing Chris Carson is going to hurt. But that's what it is. They also got to they got to get on the same page, because last season, when the offense was doing really well, the defense wasn't doing well, and then vice versa. And then it flipped, and then Russell Wilson got annihilated that entire last half, and including in that playoff game. So I think you need to make your star quarterback happy first. You have the weapons at wide receiver to make that offense very efficient. It's just making sure that Russell Wilson can stay upright. So, just saying. Just saying. All right, real quick. Let's do some Patreon shoutouts right now. Let's crack open a brewski. Let's do that. D Kelly 99, Deshaun to the Jets or the Bears. Well, it's definitely not gonna be the Bears. I would say if out of those two teams, it's gonna be the Jets, because they have the draft cap. This is what I've been saying since the beginning. If Deshaun Watson's going anywhere, it would make sense that it's the Jets, because the Jets have the draft capital to trade for him. They're not gonna, the Texans are not just be like, oh yeah, bye Deshaun. Take care, buddy. Have a good one. I don't see that happening. So, the Jets, they have a lot of first-round picks. All right, big shout out to Matthew Aldana, Andrew B, Golden Tate, Joel Deal, Keith Peterson, Brett Goody, Sandro B, Zachary Kressler, Dr. Link, Max Center, and of course the Fuzzy Penguins, our beer masters over on the Patreon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tyler with a tour. Sanders to the Dolphins. It's not cold there. He might. Devin to 49. Can the Raiders, for one, be a team that hurt the Chiefs like last season? Can they get to the playoffs? You know, they got nearly 18 mil to spend. They're a confusing team. I think a lot of people are not really happy with what Gruden is doing. I think after this year, if the Raiders disappoint again and they don't make the playoffs, I think you potentially get out of that contract with Gruden a bit early. That's where I'm at, because I don't think that he is necessarily the answer there. Merit Rules, what a $1.09. 200K subs by the start of the season? Yeah, I think that's doable. Burn, what a 420. Where do you think Shaq B is going? Well, considering his season last year, he had a monster year. I think he's in for a big payday. Maybe he winds up going to the Browns. Burn, the guitarist on fire. Just you guys wait. Drew Lock's going to take over the league. I'm going to go take a toaster bath. I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for you and Brandon Perna. I'm pulling for you. I hope it happens. Eric Witt with a 489 saying, Crossy Bossy Packer Nation. Super chat. Tom, can you name any comp picks who have paid off? Tramon Williams wasn't one, right? Was he? Was he? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I could be wrong. Was it Tramon Williams one of them? I can't remember. He might have been. Maybe? I don't remember. Do you remember? Josh Sitton. Wasn't Josh Sitton one? Undrafted. Dramon was undrafted, yeah. Josh Sitton, I think, was one. I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he was a comp pick. I'm pretty sure he was. Was Mike Daniels one, too? Mike Daniels might have. I could be wrong. Dramon, I forgot, was undrafted. Maybe Josh Sitton, I feel like he definitely was one. And then maybe Mike Daniels. I could be wrong. Look what a fire. What NFL team would you support if the Packers never existed? I might go for the Bills. I might. Viewer with a 50! Dropping them again! Saying Carson Wentz was a problem, but not the problem. Oh, man, I totally agree with that sentence already. I think he'll thrive in Indy and surprise a lot of teams. Also, how many coaches will get axed next season before the halfway point? I'd say 2. I'm going to say 2, but I agree. I think Carson Wentz is going to do very well behind that offensive line. I think there's plenty of weapons. Jonathan Taylor looked amazing. Yeah, I think he's going to do just fine. I do. I think he's going to do just fine. Power to $2. Somebody today recognized my Wildflower shirt. That is amazing. That's amazing. That makes me so happy. All about it. All about it. Oh, we didn't open a beer. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What is this? What is this, amateur hour? Oh, it's Nation Town. We think of DeGuara next season. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. DeGuara is one of my breakout players. Considering how he started the season and then obviously got hurt, yeah, he's going to be one of my breakout players. That LaFleur is going to use him all over the field. He's going to be a lot of fun. I would have liked it more if they kept their running backs, but it is what it is. Cheers, my friends. Now, the other question is, at tight end, do they keep Mercedes Lewis? You know, Robert Tonyan, too, restricted free agent. Mike Daniels and the departing Aaron Jones were comp picks. All right, I got Mike Daniels right. I'm happy about that. I am happy about that. All right, so some of the stuff that came out today. So the Vikings releasing their left tackle, right? That was one. Do a $5 million roster bonus, but that's not going to happen. So now, Minnesota's doing okay. You had Malcolm Butler, of course, being a cap casualty for the Titans. The big one that we saw earlier were the Dolphins cutting linebacker Kyle Van Noy. Now, it was just 1 year into his 4-year deal. Apparently, they tried to trade him like all over the league, and it just didn't happen. So That kind of sucked. I remember, too, when Malcolm Butler signed, like, that huge deal with the Titans. I remember like it was yesterday. I feel like it was only a few years ago. Down a tour. What's your pipe dream Packers signing? For free agency right now? I mean, if cap wasn't an issue, oh, go get me some Kenny Galladay. Go get me some Kenny Galladay. Just because it'd be fun. That's not even our biggest need, but that'd be fun. Calvin, what about the Vikings? As one of my bosses at work is a big Vikings fan, is always disappointed in them. They need to rebuild the defense. I imagine they're going to go edge rusher in the draft, probably with their first pick. But they need defense. They need to build that defense back up. Jefferson and Thielen should still be great. Kirk Cousins will, be okay. But, yeah. Jacob Dunn, I can't pick Hines Ward, B. Dawkins, freaking Brady. Oh, Brady. Giants released one of their guards today, too. Panthers restructured Christian McCaffrey and Shaq Thompson. So they did that. They cleared more than $11 million in cap space. So that's pretty damn good. So they're in a better spot now. The Bills released John Brown and Quentin Jefferson. Jefferson would be interesting. Saints, obviously, Emmanuel Sanders. We already talked about the cap. The Buccaneers, they brought back Levante David on a 2-year deal. But I think that there's years on the back end that are voided. So they're gonna be paying that for a little bit. Jacob, I got you. So that's gonna be something. Chris Carson obviously gonna head to free agency as well. Browns released Adrian Claiborne, saved $3 million that way. Giants tagged Leonard Williams as they work on a long-time deal. Falcons released another guard. Vikings released Dan Bailey. Saints used a franchise tag on Marcus Williams, their safety. Obviously, Allen Robinson got tagged as well. Kyle Long, the offensive lineman, is going to unretire. Hunter Henry also is not going to be tagged. We'll see if they're actually able to make a deal with him, but I would say probably not. Cam Robinson, the left tackle for the Jaguars, is being saved, which makes sense considering, you're about to bring in your franchise guy. Chris Godwin, he got tagged. Right tackle Taylor Moton over on the Panthers, he got tagged. Trent Brown's going to the Patriots. Seahawks released Carlos Dunlap to save $14.1 million. And, those are some of the big ones. Obviously, you had a few nights ago, Titans sent off Isaiah Wilson to the Dolphins. So, lot of moves have been made as of late. Conman went at 20. Ravens pipe dream. Signed Galladay, Lindsley, Thuney, Shaq Barrett, restructures Stanley's contract, signed Lamar and Andrews long-term deals. At least Lamar and Andrews will probably be done. That'd be crazy. That would be a nuts amount of moves. Cole, thank you for the $1.99. Much appreciated. Packers should get McCole Hardman. I mean, he's been doing great for me in Madden. Yes, he's been doing great for me in Madden. I'll take that. The Trent Brown trade. So they got him for the Raiders, $11 million, restructured 1 year. Patriots sending a 2022 5th-round pick to the Raiders in exchange for Brown and a 2022 7th-round pick. I think the Patriots win on that deal. I do. That offensive line is looking pretty good. So, Gabriel Davis, yeah, I think he showed some flashes. I think he's going to be good. Yeah, I do. I think he's going to be good. $84 million mistake, and then they re-upped him. It was great. And how? Will Teddy Bridgewater go to a new team? I think it's likely that he's going to. I actually be a little surprised if he doesn't, unless he's there to mentor the new QB. Conman on fire. Texans rebuild Thursdays in Madden 21 starting tomorrow? Just rebuild the Texans. God, can you imagine what that would look like? What that would look like. That'd be something. Which is Sean Watson to be fun, though. Hey, Tom, please talk about Washington and their cap. Washington football team, I mentioned them before. They have $38.8 million in cap to spend. So I imagine they're going to be bringing in some free agents. The question becomes, is what are they going to do about QB? Obviously, letting Alex Smith go. Are they going to draft one where they're sitting? Are they going to trade up? Are they going to go and potentially get someone in free agency? Ugh. Vulgar to fire. Which NFC team has the best chance to dethrone the Bucks? Seems like all the top teams have cap issues. You're not wrong. I think the Packers will still be up there. I still think that they'll be very competitive. Seahawks, yeah. 49ers, I think the 49ers are going to be good this year. Those are the ones I would say probably have, like, the best shots. And the Rams. You know, Rams are, like, in cap hell, but I like what they're doing with Matthew Stafford, so. Comment with a fire, and someone wanted me to ask what your opinion on the Chiefs for next season. They're still going to be great. They need to just, like, commit to the run game a little bit more. Their defense needs to get better, too. Those are the big things. Calvin with a fiver. Maybe offensive line. I know they were missing guys, but that too. Calvin with a fire. Hey, Tom, this is a good excuse to fund your show. I'm giving up hope Packers do anything in free agency, but if we did sign someone who would it be? I think, like, you're talking, like, real late. Real late. You pick up maybe, like, a really cheap wide receiver on, like, a 1-year deal. I imagine if we sign anybody, they're going to be, like, cheap 1-year deals, and it's not going to be at the beginning of free agency, because that's when everybody's the most expensive, so. It's not going to happen anytime soon unless we drastically restructure. Undead with it too says if Browns won't re-sign Higgins, could he fit in Green Bay? Sure, he could. We just don't have the room for it. Missing with a Don, I say something nice about Golden Tate. He has a foundation that he helps people, so that's nice. AP O'Donnell, who do you see Galladay signing with? Whoever's willing to throw him a crap ton of money. Maybe he goes to the Jaguars. Could go to the Jaguars. The Jets could use a wide receiver. They have the cap room. Could be the Colts. They have it. Could be the Washington football team. They need one too. I think any of those are options. Ishi, what's going on? Good to see you. This is how we do it. Golden Tate never responded to me. No, he did not. He did not. Disappointment. But what are you gonna do? It's alright. I haven't actively told my students about the YouTube, but they know about it. They know. Let's see. Zaybear, good to see you. Chargers? Derwin James coming back? I like their chances. This is how we do it. All right, let's see. 49ers, yeah, they got a bunch of comp picks. I'm telling you. Now, the question becomes with the 49ers is what the actual hell do they do with Trent Williams? He is going to cost a ton. However, with all those rushers there, I feel like you have to, but it's a lot of money. And again, their cap, they are 23 mil, but it's going to be expensive. It's going to be really, really expensive. I felt the need to watch other sports during the offseason. I have not, actually. I've been paying attention every now and then to what the Bucks do. Ben Fender, with a 499, utterly ridiculous idea. Free a whole lot of cap and help Love be successful. Trade Rodgers for the quarterback. Whisper, look at his record. Andy Reid. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works, but I don't think so. I don't think so. But listen, Matt LaFleur has a pretty good track record with QBs himself. So, where will Corey Linsley go? I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Bengals. Would not surprise me at all. War with fire. Think about it. Colts could look Super Bowl. Eagles, Ertz, Wentz, right? Yeah, and Jeffrey. They could. I'm telling you, the Colts should be good. The Colts should be real, real good. I think that Carson Wentz is going to do well with them. Patrick Mahomes going to win more than one Super Bowl. I think so. I think he will. Now, depends on what the rest of the Chiefs look like, but, you know. Thoughts on Russell Wilson? I'm happy that the Seahawks are suffering, but I like Russell Wilson, though. So, I hope that he does well. I hope he finds happiness somewhere. So, thoughts on the Saints? Ugh. Lots of cuts, buddy. Lots of restructuring. Hoodie99 saying, do you think about the Giants right now, Tom? Well, with this healthy Saquon Barkley, I feel better about it. They basically have no cap space. They barely have any weapons. So that's a problem. And their offensive line is at best. So they got issues. And they basically don't have any cap space. So they kind of have to just have a good draft. Jose, thank you for the dollar donation. Much appreciated. Do I think the Bears will trade Robinson? I think they could. I know they franchise tagged him, but I think they can wind up turning around and trading him. He's a good wide receiver. Just never had a good quarterback. Night Owl with a $5. Arizona cut Robert Alford, saving $7.9 mil. Should have about $22 mil in cap. Is that what this says, too? Yep, 21.4. What should they do now? Don't they have, like, a ton of their secondary leaving? I'm pretty sure, like, they're not going to have any corners by the time this is all done. So I would probably say re-sign some of those impending free agents real quick. Do I think we cut J.K. Scott? I wouldn't be surprised if he has competition in camp this year. I would not be surprised about that at all. Not a little bit. Could get John Brown. It's true. It's very, very true. Very, 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 very true. D. Kelly to Dynamite. Urban Meyer flame out in the NFL. That's what some people are saying, that they're predicting that they think that's going to happen. Let me put it this way. He's going to have a good amount of control to make that team what he wants it to be. If they're not successful in like 2 to 3 years, gone. Liking with it too. Does Trent Williams stay in San Francisco? If San Francisco is willing to pay them an absolute crap ton of money, he's gonna command a ton of money. I don't know if they pay for him. I feel like they kind of have to, but also depends on what they do. I know, yeah, Allen Robinson got tagged. I know, but they could still trade him. Jaguars stick with Gardner Minshew. Either trade top pick or draft sequel. Minshew Mania. Excellent. King with it too. I think you're wrong about the Saints will be fine. I don't... I mean, again, their offense is still going to be good. Don't get me wrong. You're going to see a lot of people... You're going to see some changes. I don't think they win the South. I don't. I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Personally, right this second, I don't think they win the South. I also don't think Taysom Hill is the answer. Sorry. Revenge of the John with a $5. Who would have more smoke blowing out their ears? What would cause me to have more? Pick up Golden Tate, or if Corey Banky would drafted a punter. Me and Golden Tate. It'd be me and Golden Tate. Jack, thank you for the 99-cent donation. D. Kelly Donald. Worst case Meyer becomes Ted Lasso. Yes. Oh, Ted Lasso reference. If you have not seen Ted Lasso, it's so great. It is so great. It's so wholesome. I love it so much. I really, really, really love it. I think it's gonna be good. Well, it is good. Do I think OBJ will get traded? I think he has one more year. Of course, it's really good. It's like really, really good. It is. First episode, you're like, okay, but then it gets really... And they're short episodes, like 30 minutes long. They're on Apple TV, which I don't have Apple TV, but Buddy maybe was a pirate. And anyway, but I got it, so. Joe at a Nation Popular Opinion. 2020 was PAC's all-in season. They weren't all-in, but they gave it a good college try. D. Kelly 29, Browns Super Bowl. I think they make the playoffs again. I don't know if they're Super Bowl ready yet. It depends. It depends. Caleb just had to refund it. So, that's it. Let's see. Can the Patriots sign me as a wide receiver? There's only one team that could sign me as a wide receiver, and that is the Green Bay mother-loving Packers. Which, by the way, we might have to do another video because Packers are in cap hell. I know a guy that will sign for cheap. Spaceballs is amazing. It is amazing. Thoughts on the Eagles building around Hurts? I get it, but that could go so wrong so quickly. So wrong so quickly. Scotty with $1.09. What's going to be the first trade up, trade down in this draft? Let's take a look at the draft order. Let's take a gander. I can see... Oh, that's tough. Who's going to trade out of that spot? I'm trying to look at, like, the top picks and who would actually trade out. If the Jets are staying with Darnold, I think that they'll trade back. If they don't, they'll draft a QB. Atlanta, I think, could also trade back. I think they're a potential. Those are the two teams I'm seeing that could trade back, like, super early. King Phoenix Tour, did I know Taysom Hill used to be a Packer? Yes, I did. D. Kelly with $1.09. Free agency opening night live chat with CPA Packer guy. Oh, talking about Ken? Well, we'll see where we're at that point. We'll see where we're at. Okay. Fade into you. All right. Thoughts on the Broncos? Drew Lock needs to be the answer there. I do think Aaron Jones will go to Miami or the Jersey Jets. I do. Is Luck coming back? Everything that I've heard is no. That's a good beer. Aaron Jones going to go to the Seahawks? I highly doubt that. Case Cookis is the answer for the Broncos. Well, Case Cookis is for everybody. Ryan, Jones is not officially out, but they have a week to work on a contract. So, I don't think so. Other than take that you'd be opposed to be, no one I'd really be opposed to. No, not at all. Eagles, again, they're in cap hell right now. They better pray that Hurts is the answer. I think they're going to struggle next year. I do. Thoughts on Tua? I think everyone is rushing him out the door, and the guy has barely played any football. Jack would have $1.09. I do think the Bears get Russ. I don't. I do not. If I'm a gambling man, I say no. Could be wrong, but I say no. I don't see it happening. So. T.Y. Hilton Packers? I don't think so. Jones to your Steelers. There you go, Ryan. CAX with a tour. What if Seahawks somehow offered us QB for QB? No, thank you. I'll stick with my reigning MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Please and thank you. So, I think Russell Wilson stays with the Seahawks. I do. Adam with a tour. Steelers re-sign Juju or go for a running back? I say go for a running back. Maybe the Steelers just don't like TikTok. Chris Carson to the Packers? Unlikely. I think we're just going to go get a running back in like end of day 2 or get one day 3. That's what I think. Personally. That's what I think. That's my opinion. So. Let's see. Falcons picking up Jones. Falcons need to clean up their cap space first. That's what they need to do. Thoughts on Ben Roethlisberger? It ain't good, buddy. It ain't good. It definitely is not good. So. Only reason I'm not big on Tua is because he didn't look like he has another special to bring the Dolphins. Even Allen's rookie year, he struggled but showed. Okay. Folks. Aaron Rodgers. The Aaron Rodgers was hot diddly garbage for years before he was a starter. Preseason looked abysmal. First year, they were competitive, right? He showed that spark, but Like, those first few years where he, like, wasn't playing a lot, but in preseason, he sucked. He was literal trash. We gotta let him develop. I have to say, if there's one thing that peeves me the most about the current climate regarding quarterbacks, is that we literally rush it and go, are you good year one? No? Garbage. And we throw them out. I'm just, you gotta let them develop. It also depends on teams. It depends on the situations and players around them. But go back. Daniel, I'm sorry. It's revisionist history if you thought Aaron Rodgers was good those first few years. He was not. I'm not talking about when he was a starter. I'm talking about when he first got to Green Bay in 2005. And for the 2005 season, 2006 season, and one could even argue 2007, he wasn't good. He was bad. He was bad in camp, and he was really bad in preseason. He was bad. And now, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks. So, I'm just saying, let's not rush and be like, oh, they're a bust just yet. Like it with a tour. Who do you have winning the NFC West next season? Rams or 49ers? That's what I got. Evan, thank you for the $1.99. D. Kelly, $1.99. Rosen's next to you, team. I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody. Deanna, Jordan Love will be garbage, buddy. I don't know what the hiccup is with Jordan Love. You've seen one clip of him not hitting a net in practice. He's not even played a preseason game. He didn't even take an NFL snap. Why are people losing their mind? God, I just want Jordan Love to be the next Hall of Fame quarterback. Because, like, it's year one. It's year one and he didn't play. He didn't even play. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And listen, Jordan Love might suck. He might. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if Jordan Love's going to suck because nobody has seen him. No one has seen him take an NFL snap because he hasn't taken an NFL snap. He hasn't done it yet. Yeah, he hasn't. Daniel, he wasn't even that bad. No. And the year prior, he was pretty damn good. And he had no wide receivers in college. I'm telling you. Just have patience. Just wait. And maybe it doesn't work out either way. And then you could be like, I told you so. I was right. And then you could put that medal on. You could be like, I told you so. But like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, Jordan Love is going to suck. Because what's the point of that? And I don't even know. I'm making things up because not a single person on this planet knows. Jay Hollywood, thank you for the donation. Saying extend Adams, yes. Plus Z restructure Rodgers, cut Lowry, get under the radar. Guys like Butler, Davis, White, Breida, pick OT and CB in round 1 and 2. I like that. McCarthy to 49. What do you do if Jones leaves? He's already gone. Vulgar to tour. Jordan Love and Josh Rosen just go to FCF. Benny at 49. Where do you think Tom Brady's going to sign for Tampa Bay? He was the Chargers, right? I think it's be Chargers. D. Kelly, Galladay Packers. We can't afford him, but I would love it. Zach with a tour. I pray Russ stays, but if not, where is he going? I think he's just staying. I do. I think he's just staying. I mean, everyone's saying the Bears, but I think he stays. I do. Thoughts on Dak? Did a whole episode about it. They could be that they overpaid, but I also think they didn't really have a decision, so. Was Jordan Love the right pick when he was taken? No. Am I going to root against him? No. Well, I mean, here's the thing. We are not going to know if he's the right pick. Because, and listen, I will knock on all the wood possible. God forbid, Aaron Rodgers declines within these next 2 seasons, and Jordan Love steps in and is good, a lot of people will be shutting the hell up. But again, the Green Bay Packers saw something in Jordan Love, and Ken Ingalls and I talked about this. We both didn't think that the Packers thought that Rodgers would be MVP last year. He was. He played like a madman. He was amazing. Before that, in 2019, still very good. Went to the NFC Championship game, obviously. especially near the end of the season, especially in like that Lions game, started missing some throws, wasn't as accurate. Now, there's lots of variables. Wide receivers really weren't that great, weren't synced up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. First year in the new offense. All I'm saying is that in like 2 to 3 years, we will know if Jordan Love was the right pick or not, because that will basically determine what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. And at that point, we will have seen a good amount of Jordan Love. So until then, I cannot physically judge the Jordan Love pick or anybody from the 2020 draft, because that's not what it is. So for example, like this year, I'm going to take a look at what I do, 2016 draft, right? Did I do 2016? Oh, no, 2017. So I'll do 2018 draft this year, and I'll evaluate all those wide receivers that we picked. Because then 3 years later, I could say, okay, this was a good move and this wasn't. Until then, we'll see. Conman with a 50! Saying, Tom, you ran about QB's perfect timing. Is this year the last for Danny Dimes? Biggest bust the last 5 years. If you were drafted by the Lions, Vikings, or Bears, would you be able to give up, set aside your love for the Packers to help the team out? Oh, there's a lot there. Okay. Last chance for Danny Dimes. I think that both New Jersey quarterbacks have not gotten a fair shake. I think they both have trash offensive lines. I think both of them do not have weapons. Danny Dimes has also had to work last season without Saquon Barkley. Sam Darnold without any running back, really. So I think that if it's not this year, it's next year is his kind of last chance there. He needs to stop fumbling the ball. But again, he also is getting popped all the time. So that's one. Biggest bust of the last 5 years. Oof. That one I'm going to have to think about. That one's tough. And then if I was drafted by the Lions, Vikings, or Bears, one, I would want to be drafted by the Lions because the expectations would be very low. Yes, I would play my heart out, except for 2 games out of the year when we played the Packers. Then I would be like, oh no, I fumbled again. Luigi with a fighter. As a Chargers fan who didn't want Herbert, I think we need to calm down a bit before making a rush decision. Also, love your content. Keep it up. Yes. Listen, everyone was crapping all over Justin Herbert. Everyone. Including myself. I didn't think he was going to be that good. Proved everybody wrong. Nobody knows. Your favorite analysts, your favorite, people who are predicting the draft, nobody knows. Nobody knows, because not a single one of those college players has played a single down in the NFL. Nobody knows. Nobody. That's it. Jayon, thank you for that, Justin. Stop big name wide receiver already. No money, no need. There you go. 21 mil per year. Right, no, he's not gonna get that. He's gonna get like 10 to 15. Probably 12 to 15, really. D. Kelly 99, LB, you want in the draft? I have to start looking at LBs. After free agency, that's when this channel is going to turn into a draft channel. So, that's what I'm saying. Kale would have fired. Thanos snapped in real life. What would each pro league shrink, or how would that work? Yes, I think you're going to see a lot more scrubs playing on the field, and that's it. I think that's what you're going to see. John would have fired. Said a lot about our society, how we treat QBs now. Zero patience, most surprising cut so far. Kyle Van Noy, I would say, is probably most surprising. But no, it's not just QBs too. It's major players. If they don't contribute year one, they're bust. Look how okay, I'm sorry. Look how the Packers the Packers fans treated Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary, who was leaps and bounds better this year. But after 1 year, as a rotational guy sitting behind the best pass rush duo from 2 seasons ago, Za'Darius and Preston Smith, we're calling him a bust. And now, when we're talking about cutting Preston Smith, now everyone's like, put Rashawn Gary in. Nobody knows. This stuff takes time. It takes time for players to develop. We want it right now. It's that instant gratification. And, it's so infuriating. Because, again, you look at the A.J. Dillon pick, At the time, I didn't get it. Then I thought about it and goes, oh crap, Jamal Williams and also Aaron Jones are going to be free agents at the end of this season. And if we didn't sign A.J. Dillon, we would be getting screwed by Aaron Jones because we wouldn't have a choice to re-sign him or go looking for a running back when we needed one. So we would have wasted a pick on him anyway. Scotty99, I'm more likely to get a GF than Russ is to leave. Big sad. Ryan with a 2-er. Bucks with Mr. Irrelevant pick. Brady Protege incoming. That's it. KFC with a 5-er. Oh, I fumble again? Respect. That's it. CH with a $1 donation saying Justin Fields next Justin Herbert. Oops. Justin Herbert. Also, I think Trevor Lawrence would be on an average QB. Agree or disagree? I think it depends on the talent that's placed around him. That's what I think. That's what I do. That's kind of where I'm leaning with that. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Socks with $1.09. Do you think we keep Preston? Do you want us to? I'm inclined to say we do keep him. I'm okay with not keeping him. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at. Final answer. Someone donated a 10-er. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. Taco with a 10-er saying, I hope Jordan Love is trash because the Packers have absolutely been spoiled at QB. All right, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We have been. You have been. Vulgar with a 2-er. Dak probably won't win a Super Bowl, so what? Dude got paid. Listen. Get paid while you can. Socks with a $1.90. Oh, I already got you. All right, I read ahead. Kip with a 2-er. Top already developed, so they should sign you. You're not wrong, Kip. You're not wrong. Sky Tom speaking straight facts, and we're only one beer in. Dave with a 5-er. Do you think Giants should pick up wide receiver in free agency and then draft a linebacker or vice versa? Well, they have a total of $3 million in cap space, so I don't think they're going to be doing that. Evo with a 5. Hey, man, how are you this week? Tough week, but good day today. Thank you. Ray with a 2-er. So is Love a Buster? No. Obviously, Ray. Joe with a 2-er. 5 Rodgers, Mahomes, Brady combined TDs. Year 1, 0. Whoop. Take care, Daniel. Have a good one, bud. Always good to see you. Yeah, this is, That's what I'm saying. Christian, that's up to date right now. I think that's the latest up to date thing. I'll refresh. Yeah, it looks like it's 3.2 mil. D. Kelly with a 40. And I agree, Tom. No one knows everything about a job from day one. Give the rookies a break. Also, Steel Curtains or Ravens 2012 Super Bowl as dream Green Bay defense. I feel like you have to go Steel Curtain. I do. I feel like you do. That's my humble opinion there. Humble opinion. All right. Let's see what we got. Don't rant again. I'll rant whenever I damn please. Last time I checked, it was my name on the YouTube channel. There we go. Yeah, there you go, Christian. Yeah, 3.2 mil. Yep, 3.2. More ranting! Newton or Fitzpatrick to Washington? I don't think either. Dara 309. Who do you think will be overpaid in free agency? Everybody signed in that first week. That's 100% accurate. It's that. Christian, that's what I was saying before. I said before, Patriots might be scary. Vulgar to fire. Which team is going to be the biggest disappointment next season? It's still going to be the Cowboys. It'll somehow still be the Cowboys. I would say biggest disappointment. I could see the Ravens taking a step back. Sorry. I could say the Steelers too. I'd say Steelers from like how they started off. I say they could. Matthew, I know it's crazy, right? Ray with a 2 says the Packers' first round pick this year a bust. Yes, obviously, already. Conman with a fire. Tom, oh my gift be shown off, and I've been getting my butt kicked in Warzone. Get ready for Wildflower Warzone Wednesdays. Yeah, I was gonna do it next week, but then the free agency happened, so probably 2 weeks from tonight is gonna be the first one. So when's that gift gonna come out? When am I gonna show that off? I would say there's a good chance March or April. Good chance. Good chance. CH with a dollar nation. Top 5 wide receivers going into 2021. No particular order. Devontae Adams. Michael Thomas. Tyreek Hill. Julio Jones. Stephon Diggs. I probably missed one, and I'll get ostracized for it, but it's fine. Ryan with a fire. Let's see power ranking of teams have the least interesting offseason, most interesting. Also loved All Madden Monday. Thank you. Don't worry. Offseason will be plenty of content, my friend. Plenty of content. Hopkins. Yes, Hopkins. All right. Yeah, take Michael Thomas out. Yeah, throw Hopkins in there. All right, I forgot Hopkins. Calm down. Night with a fire. I'll rant whenever I damn well please. Chug's rest of beer. That's why we choose you, Tom. Thank you. All right, take out Michael Thomas. I was asked on the spot. Hold your horses. You bunch of animals. We're opening another beer. We're 70 minutes into this thing. We're off the rails. We still got over 1,000 in here. Who cares? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like there's nothing to it. Boom, boom. Let's go. This is a fun draft. This is fun. Fun draft. This is a fun stream. I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time. I'm glad I did this. This Allagash White, one of my favorite beers. I love it so much. So much. Metcalf over Jones? Not yet. Not yet. Wildflower winning the East? That'd be amazing. I also really want to do... I've been thinking about it. I really want to do a Wildflower video that I want to put all over social media to try and get the attention of the Washington football team to change their name to the Washington Wildflowers. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I want to do it. Conman with a fire. Top 5. Tight end rankings, no particular order. Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, Andrews, Logan Thomas. Thoughts? I don't hate that list. I mean, Tunyon had the one really good year, so I wouldn't put him on there just yet. I don't hate that list. I don't. Brett Goody, yeah, I would say go for Jones if you're the Dolphins. That's what I'm saying. This is the Jordan Love one. This is why I need Jordan Love to succeed, because I already bought a helmet. So, Gronk too, yeah. We do stream the draft. We do. We stream night 1 and night 2. That's like the craziest, those are the craziest streams. They're a lot of fun. But those are like the craziest streams. So. Jones goes to Chicago. I don't know if he goes for that much. Scotty tonight, Wildflower football team. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. If everyone shares it, Washington Wildflower. I mean, listen. Listen, folks. Tom Grassi, me. I got people to root for the Jets and the Washington football team this year. Yeah, there was Alex Smith too. But me, I did that. Just saying. Just saying. Brett Goody, that's the thought. That's the thought. That is the thought. T. Higgins, too early, but I like his potential a lot. I like his potential a lot. I'm just saying, people were literally rooting for the New Jersey Jets because of Springsteen. Where's my contract? Actually, I don't want a contract from the Jets. I don't. CH with a dollar nation. Mitch, T, Julio, or Godwin should the Dolphins get? Well, Godwin was tagged. Go Julio. Why not? Michael Thomas, I assume. Yeah, go Julio. That'll be fun. Ranked TJ Hawkinson. Had a great season last year. I think he's going to be great. I wanted him for the Packers. So, yup. That's true, Christian. That is very true. That is very true. We are having an Allagash White this evening. We just had a Tools of the Trade by Industrial Arts. And, yeah. I was feeling a beer. Literally, my thought process was, wow, there's a lot of NFL stuff going on. I also kind of want a beer. If I combine those, It's not drinking on a Wednesday, it's drinking during a stream. And that is encouraged. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Washington Wildflower. You could be a big Seahawks fan. That's fine. It's all the way. Bucks, DB12. How we doing? How we doing? I do have school tomorrow. Yes, that's why I'm not, like, drinking a ton. Even though, you know, like, there's Madden Mondays, but... but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. No one cares. That's fine. That's fine. You have a stream every night and justify drinking beer daily. That's true. Listen, depending on how crazy next week is, maybe we'll have a stream every single day. Maybe. Jacob with a 10. I've been watching content for a while, and I think make football much more interesting. I want to say thank you. Go Vikings. Well, I liked every part of your message and appreciated every part of it, except that last part. But okay. CH with a dollar. Tom, gotta go. Mom's birthday. See ya. Have an awesome rest of your day. CH, see ya, bud. Enjoy Mom's birthday. Tell her I said happy birthday, and I don't mean that in a weird way. I don't. I promise I don't. Tell your mom I said happy birthday. Red Jet with a tour. Mike Glennon's head looks like the Lombardi Trophy. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Chungus, what does it mean to be tagged? Basically what it means is that when a player is scheduled to be a free agent that year, so like Aaron Jones, you're tagging them, meaning that you are not signing them to a long-term deal. You're basically keeping them for one more year, and you have to pay a certain price. And there's different prices for different positions. So, like, if you're tagging a quarterback, that's a certain price. Wide receiver, that's a certain price. Running back, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you have to pay that certain price, which is dictated by the league. So, usually, it's super expensive. But if teams don't want to fork over the money for a long-term deal, they might decide to use the tag. I hope that makes sense. Like it with a tour. Which team do you think will draft QBs this year? Jaguars. Probably Jets. Potentially Washington. Panthers, maybe. Maybe Lions. And maybe Falcons. I mean, Bears could be up there, too. There could be a bunch. There could be a bunch. Rough with a $1.99. What do you think of Giants free agency situation? They don't have a lot of money, so not much to think about. They have $3.2 million. Captain with a tour. What do you think the Panthers need to do? Get a quarterback. That's probably it, because I don't think they really want... I don't think they really want Teddy Bridgewater. Oh... my God. Kirsten, that is amazing. Yes. All right. Why is that not emailed to me already? That needs to be emailed to me right now so I can post that right now as a new emoji. I love it. I love it. There you go. Con Man explained. Tag prices are based on the average of the top 5 paid players at each position, so the tag prices for QBs are super expensive. There you go. Also for edge rushers, too. That's phenomenal. And that needs to be emailed to me right now. I love that so much. I need that emailed to me right now. Like right now, so I can do that. Rex with a fire. I'll never forgive the NFL for not having the 100th anniversary draft in Canton. The tagline, start and end your career. Here's a good one. That would have been good. I admit that would have been good. All right, Kirsten has sent it. Hold on, I'm about to. All right, give me a second. I gotta go in and do some hacking right now. Hold on. Venomous with 99, who do you think the Chiefs and 49ers will pick? Specifically, I have no idea yet. I need to do deeper looks in there, but I would assume Chiefs are going to go offensive line, or then it's going to be strictly defense. All right, so hold on. We got to add this new emoji here, which is adorable. Okay. Add another emoji. Enhance. Select. You. This is like the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I have no qualms with that. All right, the new emoji should be up. Hold on, maybe you might have to refresh. You might have to refresh. Hold on, let's see. It is. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. It's Lamy with a lion. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. So happy. Adam with a fire. Tom, what's your opinion on Curtis Samuel? Giants think of grabbing him, but I don't think he's shown enough to be a wide receiver 1. I like Corey Davis. Yeah, I think Corey Davis would be a good WR1. He had a really good year last year, but he only had like one really good year. Samuel, I don't like him as a 1. I do not like him as a 1. Oh my god, I love that emoji so much. That brings me so much joy. Like, so much joy. I just realized we're like 695 likes. Thanks, folks. Much appreciated. We still have over 1,100 people in here. That's super cute. I will admit that is fracking adorable. Oh, I'm happy now. Ice with a 5. How are the Bears going to get Watson when they're paying Rubinsky and Fold so much money? No chance Texas want either of them. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Malcolm Butler signed him, yay or nay? If he takes a really cheap contract, that's the only people the Packers are going to sign. It's like, here's $1. You take it? Okay, you're on the team. That's it. That's it. Oh, the squad is coming together. It's all good. We're getting the Avengers in here. That's delicious. Asteroid Tour. Bills Super Bowl run next season? I think they could do it. They need a run game, though. AKA, they haven't called me yet. Roll it with a 5. Could you just take a moment to remember that Tom ranked Tom as the 9th best QB? People already down for next year. Guess Tom needs to wreck again. TB12. I actually don't regret ranking him that low. 1, because he didn't have a great year with the Patriots. 1. 2, while Tom Brady by no means was bad last year, if you look at the NFC Championship game where he threw 3 interceptions and the Super Bowl, I will say, Tom Brady, listen, won the game because he's part of the team. And I think Tom Brady is a very good quarterback, and I think he did well this year. But that defense most definitely helped a whole lot. So, if he'd be in the top 10 still, but I don't regret ranking him at number 9 after a bad season with the Patriots. Ryan Whitaker, who's the team that you always secretly cheer for? That's a good question. Secretly cheer for. Lately, it's been the Browns. I legit, during the Browns-Steelers wildcard game, I was full-blown a Browns fan. And even like during the Chiefs game, I kind of was too. So, it's just an underdog story. I usually go for the underdogs. Conman with a 5. Ravens put a second-round tender on Gus Edwards, so Gus and the bus is back. Ready to run over people. That's it, baby. That's it. Joe and a tour, just between you and me, any coach spoilers? Well, I've written 2 episodes. The first episode is, I don't even remember what the first episode is called, but the second episode is called The Search. There you go. Oh, here's a spoiler. One episode will entirely be dedicated to Chamas and his point of view. So there you go. Also, we will be going to locations that you've never seen before. Greg with a 5. Rather see Collins or Santi Samuel in the first round. You think the Packers trade up 10-plus picks since we probably can't sign that many? Probably not, but I do see them moving, especially with the comp picks. I do. The change, that was the number 1. Thank you. That I thought it was. I thought it was a switch, but then that was the finale episode. So, yeah. Yep, we can see a whole episode from Chamas, and you will see places you've never seen before. So, write that down. Write that down! Do I watch NASCAR? No, because Henry Ruggs goes fast. Burn, baby, burn. A disco inferno. Burn, baby, burn. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season. Plus, I'm in a certain headspace while I'm writing it, so it's going to be interesting. Lord! Give me the law! Is that episode going to be seen through a serial killer's point of view? I mean, pretty much, yeah. Second episode, I think, is going to be pretty short. The script was pretty short. A lot happens within that episode. But it's pretty short. It's not going to be as long as the first one, I don't think. I had to film it still. And then, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Reagan with a tenor. Who's the Patriots QB next year, and what are they going to do with the position long term? I would maybe they draft. Maybe. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're going to have to draft one eventually. Maybe they get one in the second round. But we're going to get these 20-plus minute episodes. Not to begin with, but as time goes on, I find that I build momentum and make them longer. So you'll probably get a couple 20-minute episodes. I will say, usually Coach seasons are 6 episodes long. Based on kind of what I have planned out in my head, there's a good chance it's more than 6 episodes. So even if they're not 20 minutes long, you'll get more episodes. So that's something. Wildflower versus Chamas, who wins? Ooh. Interesting. I don't know. That's a good fight. Really? Half the people in this chat are like, what's Coach? I still have to put out the recap video. Ryder Terry, how to pop across the field with the Dak contract? He got paid. When I asked him a question about that, and I think he said he didn't mind. So. Oh, it's good times. All right, we'll go about 14 more minutes. We'll make it a even 100. Because why not? What's D-Liner doing? New reaction video. Well, there was one on Tuesday. There's the Patriots one, which I actually liked. I was pretty proud of that one. Yeah. Listen, we got plenty to go. We got plenty to go. I haven't done any from the NFC East or the AFC South. There's some teams I'm waiting on, though, so. We want more. Give me more! Listen, I have a whole list. It's crossed out the ones that I did. You got a whole list here of teams. I'm working on it. No, the script's upstairs for Coach. That one's upstairs. My disappointment that people don't know what Coach is measurable. Yeah, it's all right. It's not the most popular thing, but I don't make it for views. That's okay. It's all right. Is Mike Gesicki underrated? Yeah. I'd say he's decently underrated. D. Kelly 99, DC's new name? Washington Wildflowers. Easy. That's what it should be. Ancient Jedi texts, literally. Look. Still have all the, well, not all of them, but I have the reaction scripts from the AFC, NFC East saga. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it this week. By the way, folks, tomorrow, a huge announcement is coming. I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. Thoughts on Drew Lock? Broncos better hope he does well. Stephen Funches underrated. He's perfectly rated. Perfectly. Yeah. Big announcement that involves more than just me. There you go. Nope, Luke. It has nothing to do with that. It's a, You'll see. You'll see tomorrow. Ah, you'll see tomorrow. Am I pregnant? No. No. No, no, no. No. That's not, no. It's a new show. It's not, no, not that. Not that. So, I think it comes out at 3. D. Kelly tonight, baby named Brett Rogers Grassi, obviously. Obviously, but no children. No children. Manila, would that bother you if I was? Do you have to ask? It's kind of 2021. Do you really have to ask anymore? I was invited to Aaron's wedding. I better be, Brett! I freaking better be! But he knows that I'll stand up and object, because I will. I will. And I will win him over. I will win him over. Speak now, forever hold your peace. I'll never hold my peace, Aaron. I'll never hold my peace. Never. Never. Oh. Love you, Aaron Rodgers. Brett, as long as you're +1. Raymond at 2, you got sponsored by Manscaped. No, I didn't respond to them. They emailed me yesterday, and I did not respond to them at all. I didn't. Shh, Kirsten, shh. It's a good beer. This is solid beer. This is good beer. Where'd I get my Lombardi? From Benjamin Tech. I will say, I know like we're off the rails now because we were like 9 minutes in. We talked a lot of football. I feel like we talked a lot of football. There is I was on Pristine Auction today. And listen, I haven't ordered anything in a while except for that I'm on Green Football. I haven't ordered anything in a while. But like there was something I really wanted that's on there. From the Lawkeeper. There is an Infinity War poster signed by like Chris Pratt, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, like a whole bunch of the cast, Tom Holland, Josh Brolin. It's just missing Chris Evans. And I totally want it. However, it is like wildly expensive. It's also not signed by Chris Evans, which I feel like Captain America has to be on there. But it's a really, really cool poster. I gotta see how much it is. Hold on. I saw it earlier today. And I was just like, let me take a gander. Never mind. I can't find it now. So right now it's $735. And it's signed by Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, Mark Ruffalo, Batista, Karen Gillian, Don Cheadle, Benedict Wong, the Russo brothers, and Kevin Feige. I'm like, that is awesome. It's not signed by Stan Lee, but look, I'll put the link in the chat. And it's not Rick Rolling. So, I think that is so freaking cool. It looks really cool. If it was signed by Chris Evans too, I might decide to bid on it. But track down Evans to sign it. That sounds a little stalkerish, but I'm into it. He's a sexy man. You made that tonight. Did I make that tonight? I did not make that tonight. No, I did not. I did not make that tonight, so no. D. Kelly 49, how'd you end up in New Jersey as a Packers fan? D. Kelly, did you just say that I live in New Jersey? D. Kelly, I live in the state of New York. There will be no times where I will ever be from New Jersey. Ever! New Jersey is gross and smells bad. Yes, they legalized marijuana, but it's still gross and it smells bad. So no. No! D. Kelly to 409, it's my first chat. Sorry, you're forgiven. It's just, that's really offensive to us New Yorkers. Andrew to fire. Tom, Silver Fox's cap hit is supposed to be 4.5 mil. Do you think Packers approach him about restructuring? I doubt it. I don't think so. I don't think they will. New Jersey. I won't get mad. I won't get mad. It's his first chat, guys. It's his first chat. But Henry to fire. Look up Good Neighbor Sports on YouTube. He did a great parody video called Bills Fan Reaction 2021 season. I think it's pretty fun. I'll check it out. Check it out. New Jersey. New Jersey. It smells so bad. Luke at 20. Got a quick rundown on what you think the Steelers should do this offseason. Cry and beg for God's mercy. They have $6.1 million in cap space to play around with. Probably get a running back. That's what I'd say. Don't re-sign Juju. Get a running back. That's what Tom Grossi would say. What does the Tom say? What does the Tom say? Remember that song? Remember that song? All right. Remember that? Now I open another beer, so like now we're going over 100 minutes, unless I chug this thing. No more Corvette. No more Corvette. D. Kelly 49. It's a larger jump than Staten Island. Got it. Staten Island's a close second, though, buddy. Listen, I ran the New York City Marathon. There's a reason why you spend the least amount of time in Staten Island. Because you go over there and you're just like, oh my God, get me the hell out of there. There's a reason. There is a reason. So. Oh, God. Manila, you're kind of obsessed with this whole gay thing, huh? Does it really bother you if people are gay? Buddy, it's 2021. Probably get with the times. Also, really worrying about another guy's sexuality. I don't know about that. Not sure about that, buddy. Not sure about that, buddy. The Packers draft a center. No, I don't think they will. I think they'll roll with what they have. Sounds like all of NYC to me. Go Bills. Listen, the Bills are the only New York team. Don't make me take that back. Now, oh my God. I have not thought about that song in so long, and now I have that stupid ass song stuck in my head. Can't put a fire. Who do you think Bears starting QB will be? Nick Foles. I do. I think it's going to be Nick Foles. Oh, I do. The Packers are going... I will... If the Green Bay Packers... Mark the date... March 10th. If the Packers do not draft a wide receiver, I will donate $500. $500 to whichever charity the Minnesota Vikings support. They probably have supported a bunch of charities over the year. I will donate $500. That's how confident I am that they will be drafting a wide receiver. $500. I will draft $500. All right, write it down. Let's see what let's see. Minnesota Vikings charity. Let's see. There's something called the Vikings Foundation. Oh, look at that. And it goes to youths in Minnesota. All right. So I will literally donate to the Minnesota Vikings youth charity. I will donate them $500. $500 if the Packers do not draft a wide receiver. Any round, right? Any round. If they draft a wide receiver, 500 smackaroonies. That's it. That's it. D. Kelly 49, give $500 in plastic to Minnesota Children's Hospital. Take my blood. Andrew, do you think Savage has N. Collins potential? God, I hope so. God, I hope so. I'll donate to Cousins charity. I'll donate to the Vikings one. I don't care. I don't care. How about Tate's charity? I'll donate. I'll go Vikings. I will donate $500 to the Vikings charity if the Packers do not draft a wide receiver. Hold me to it. I mean, I've made plenty of donations to charity over the years. So, Ryan, what if they draft multiple wide receivers? Will you stack? No. If they don't, I'm confident that they will. So if they don't draft a wide receiver, they do not. If they do not, don't. DON''T. That's it. Pennywise 49. Tua is naturally right-handed. He's left-handed. Dad trained with throw left-handed. Age 3 to 4. So you have another southpaw to play catch with. Interesting. Roster 9. Thoughts on Patriots Trent Brown trade, fair or steal? I think the Patriots did very well in that trade. Very, very well. Very, very well. Thoughts on Joe Burrow? I love what I saw of him. I hope they actually protect him with an offensive line. That's what I'm saying. Any round. Throughout the entire draft, for the first 7 rounds, I guarantee the Packers will draft a wide receiver. If I am wrong, I will donate $500 to the Vikings charity. There you go. And you know I will. I mean, I donated $1,400 and we raised the other $1,600 to name a dog Lambo for a Minnesota charity. So, you know. John with a $5. It's like people think Buffalo is near New York City. That's cesspool. How dare they? I'm kidding. I got a wildfire poster frame yesterday. Yes! There we go. This is what beer does. No, I guarantee it. They have to. There's not a single wide receiver on the roster that is going to be on the team after this season. Devontae Adams is going to get extended, but then that's it. They have to draft a wide receiver. They have to. Lambo's so cute, isn't he? He's so cute. He's a cute little puppy. And there he is again on the card. There he is. Oh, look at the little face. Look at the little face. That was the best money I've ever spent. I love it. New York pizza or deep dish? It's New York, and it's not even close. Not even close. Not even in the same realm. Not even close. Not even close. He's so cute. He's a little puppy. He's so cute. Little baby puppy. No, they will go wide receiver. I promise. I promise. I'm putting $500 on it to go to charity. So, Kale, what kind of dogs do you have? One is a pit with a bunch of other things. The other one is a Labrador Retriever with a beagle. That's it. One's my big old moosey, and one's famous. So, that's it. How much for you to move and change your residency to New Jersey? No. If there is any other place that I will live on this planet, it will be Wisconsin. And that's the bottom line, because Tom Grassi said so. Holly, it does help. It does help. It does. Manuel, I heard that this receiver class is pretty damn good. Anthony to fire, Brett or Rodgers? Rodgers. Brett was my childhood QB, but Rodgers is the better quarterback. Easy. Easy. D. Kelly 29. Is your wife a Wiz gal or a Packer fan? I mean, she likes the color purple, so more Vikings because she likes the color purple. Let's see. Who's my free agent crush? Aaron Rodgers. Tommy's not a free agent. I know. I just took crush. It's because I love him. Have I told you lately I love you? Lot of talent in this draft. Lot of talent. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. This person who lives in Wisconsin, you will love it. Listen, I've been to Wisconsin many times. I love me with some Wisconsin. I love it. All right. RBO, it's fiver. New York style over deep dish. We may bleed the same cheese whiz Packer blood, but you have to have gone too far. You must reconsider. I've had deep dish once, and I will say that I thought it was terribly overrated. Maybe it was the one that I had, but thin crust. I'm just saying, in New York, top notch. D. Kelly Donna, who's your draft sleeper? I cannot answer that for you in good faith right now. I'm going to start looking into the draft a lot more after free agency. This channel literally will turn into a draft channel for like a month and a half. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. A lot of mock drafts and everything. J.O. with a fire. I'm confident the Packers don't draft wide receiver in round 1. I agree. Slight chance in round 2. Won't be surprised if we pick 3 wide receivers in round 3 through 7. Yep, I think we'll pick one in day 2 and then a bunch in day 3. Can't put it to it. What if Green Bay drafts a QB first round? Well, then at least I'll get another million views on a video. At least I have that. Lawrence at 49. Packers trade up and pick Trey Lance QB from North Dakota State. Yeah, I'll get lots of views. I'll get lots of views. At least that'll be something. Won't be great, but it'll be something. It will be something. Ooh, my screen just changed to night mode, or dark mode, I should say. There is only something there to remind me. All right, folks. Thin crust pizza is delicious. This has been a pleasure. I appreciate you sticking with me on this impromptu stream. We will be streaming on Friday for a little Friday night Q&A. And then next week, we'll have our Madden Mondays. We might wind up streaming every single day next week because of the madness that will be free agency. So hold on to your butts. Buckle up, because it's about to get crazy. But thank you so much for watching, folks. It is very, very much appreciated. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grassi. And as always, go Pack, go. Look what it took. Krusty Krab Pizza is number 1. Well, obviously, that's where we're gonna leave it. Mr. Krabs, he was number 1.